Hi guys, welcome to today's analysis on Radiant. I will be starting my analysis from the present moment on Radiant. I'll walk you through the past activity, the big picture, and I'll also show you the price projection which Radiant will be heading to. Let's get into this analysis in detail. I'll be starting from point 1. That was the highest price Radiant hit at 0.5300. That marked the resistance and seller took charge. They now send Radiant downward towards its moving averages. In fact, they finally push it down to the 50-day moving average. But as it was approaching the 50-day average, the volume became less, which is a good indication that sellers are getting dried up and buyer coming on this particular bar. Within 3 sections, they pushed the price upward to the resistance zone again. But there weren't enough buyers to continue this rally. The sellers now come in with a very explosive volume, which reverse everything. Also note, resistance zone is the ceiling figure for the buyers, and it's also a zone that is always much more a zone that has more amount of sellers coming into the market, and that's exactly what happened on this particular chart. The sellers now coming with full force, they are sending the price downward, this time towards the 50-day moving average, and there weren't enough buyers to change the direction of the correction. The price now finally break through below the 50-day moving average, now heading to a support zone. As it was hitting the support zone, something drastic happened on the chart, which I want you to note very closely. When you look at the price from this particular bar when the correction started towards the bottom on the support when the correction stopped, the volume underneath the bar, the volume became very below the average, and as the volume keeps staying below the average, it's an indication that sellers are not gaining enough strength. The price is dropping anyway, but the sellers are not adding strength to their position, which is always good. Then, when the price finally hits bottom on this particular bar, the price now range for several sections. Why this price was ranging for several sections, the volume became very dried. It's now drying up, not even below average, it's drying up totally on the chart. And as this volume continue to dry up, is an indication that no more selling coming into Radiant. Based on the knowledge of price activity, whenever there is no more selling coming into the market, you only need a tiny or a few number of buyers. Once they come in, the price will change direction and the rally will continue. Guys, I would like to use this opportunity to appeal to you in order to encourage me to continue making more analysis on your favorite cryptocurrency pair. I want you to subscribe to the channel, hit the bell button, like the video, share with your friends. If you have any opinion, you can also comment. I always appreciate you guys' support for subscribing. Okay, let me continue. Why the volume was dried up? We all know that just few number of buyers will push the price upward because they will overwhelm the sellers and the rally will continue. That's exactly what the area we are now. This particular bar is a very nice bullish bar. It closes around the top of its peak. When you look at its range, it's much more bigger than the range of the several bar that has occurred ever since the price bottom on this chart. And something also is very important. This support zone has been tested once, twice, and this is the third time that the price is testing it. As the price is finding it difficult to break below it, it's finally confirming to us that the support zone is a very strong one, which has finally played its role for giving the buyers a full support. Then we will now expect the price to rally up above the 50-day average. As soon as it's rallying above the 50-day average, we'll watch it very closely, and as it's going to approach its prior resistance zone, we'll also watch the price action and see if it's finally going to break it through this time around. When it touched the resistance zone on this area, it reversed, but this time we'll watch it closely. If it has a decisive bar like this type of action and it break above this resistance zone, close above it, then we'll know the uptrend has resumed. And from there, we'll be working through our projection, which is the price Radiant will be landing. Note the idea of volume drying up at support zone. It's a very good indication that this is a floor and this is the best time to keep entering this trade. And if you have been holding Radiant, this is the time not to lose hope and have more hope, because it has finally tested the bottom and it's showing a rally, a bounce up from the bottom, which is good indication. Let me now walk you through the big picture so we can see how that it can also cushion the effect of our coin holding. Look at Radiant. When it was introduced to the market, it has a very nice bullish volume. All these volume play a vital role. They send Radiant upward to a very high figure, and that gave it about 1170% increase. That's a very enormous percentage movement in a very short space of time. That was when it hit point one, which marked the resistance, and now it has now finally got a support. Look at this support zone. It has tested it on this area after hitting the high at point one. It's also around the support zone now. So we knew that this rally started mark the first leg of the rally to point one, while from point one to the support zone is now taking a breath and it's resting. And volume has dried up on all this level, which is an indication that immediately volume pick up, the rally will continue to progress. I will now be showing you the projection. Let me try to zoom out the chart so it can contain the whole price activity of what is going on in Radiant. As you also know, our projection is calculation from the last leg rally. That's the percentage increase of the same 1170% increase. Yes, that's what we'll now use to calculate our projection. Looking at the chart, our projection will now be from point one, the resistance will extend it upward. So our profit target finally falls on around 6.7. That's the best, and the minimum percentage increase is going to increase to 6.7600, and we are going to continue trading this Radiant until it gets there. Why do we choose this price? Once it finally breaks out, it will rise onward and upward to this particular level before it finally had a significant correction or hit a resistance again. Guys, if this analysis really assists you in your coin holding, I would like you to subscribe to the channel, hit the bell button so you can always get notification whenever I'm publishing an analysis on your cryptocurrencies. Like the video, share with your friends. If you have any opinion, you can drop it in the comment section. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next analysis. Bye.